Welcome back to Eagle Recaps. Today, I will explain the Chinese movie Shaolin Wooden Men, released in the year 1976. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. The movie begins as we see a group of strong kung fu masters and a young boy named Tommy who appears and challenges them in the fight against him and defeats them one by one. But all of a sudden, we see his companions waking him up, and we realize that he was dreaming. Unfortunately, Tommy is a strong young man and can't speak, because when he was a child, a criminal killed his father in front of his eyes, and he has been silent since his father's death. Tommy comes to the martial arts school to learn kung fu to avenge his father. The training is very difficult, and Tommy has to practice in the sun every day. The teacher brings iron shoes for the students to make the training more difficult. They have to carry large quantities of water and climb with it. The place where the water is to be carried is very high, so Tommy's half the water falls on the way. Tommy tries hard, but he gets tired and falls down the stairs. And after that, the teacher reappeared and said to Tommy, "You have to work harder to practice, or you'll be kicked out of school." So he begged him to forgive him. He then resumes his training without hesitation, and then a teacher comes, laughs, and jokes with Tommy because he was drunk. Tommy asked him to teach, and after that, the teacher told him to look at what he was doing. So Tommy started mimicking the drunken teacher to try to improve his skills, but he fell down. Tommy trained day and night, until one day he saw two students entering a dark cave between the mountains. He chased after them to find out what they were doing. When Tommy goes into the cave, he finds a prisoner called Chang. This prisoner, Chang, was one of the teachers at the school, but he was being punished for the crimes he had committed in his life. At first, Chang is surprised to see Tommy there because Tommy couldn't speak. However, Tommy helps Chang pick up the food and Chang eats. Chang tells Tommy to get more food and wine next time. However, when Tommy starts to leave, he sees that the cave door is locked, but he sees a hole and runs out of it. The next morning, one of Tommy's companions is taken to fight the wooden men. He is not strong enough to fight with wooden men and gets very injured. Tommy secretly takes out some wine from the drunken teacher's bottle and takes it to Chang so that he can be happy with it and give him secret training. One day, the drunken teacher caught Tommy stealing alcohol and punished him by making him clean the kitchen for a week. Tommy worked hard every day, and eventually, the drunken teacher forgave him and rewarded him for his efforts. Tommy then went back to Chang and told him about the wooden men's challenge. Chang said that you were a very good boy and agreed to train him. Chang's fighting style was dragon style, which was very dangerous. He taught Tommy how to exploit his opponent's weak points, the face, eyes, and kidneys, and paralyze them. Now, when Tommy was doing his training in secret from all the teachers, none sees him and forbids him to do such a fight. The teacher showed off her fighting skill on the slippery floor, and when he tried to imitate her, he lost his balance and falls. Tommy started practicing with her. Tommy moved like a phoenix and started practicing with her, but at the same time, he continued to train in the dragon style. And because he learned from the best teachers in the school, he becomes very strong and hard and also mastered some techniques of fighting. One day, Chang saw that Tommy was ready to enter the challenge of the wooden men. Chang gave Tommy a message and asked Tommy to hand the message to a man named Chang who lived in the city. Tommy then goes to the wooden men's challenge, and all the students and teachers were standing there to watch him. Tommy entered a dark room in which there was a corridor full of blood. The wooden blood was connected to iron chains, and when he touched the wooden men, it begins to move very quickly and hits in every direction. He used the dragon and phoenix style to avoid punches at lightning speed. Tommy was in a dark and narrow corridor full of wooden men. It was a difficult challenge, but Tommy managed to get past all of them and make it to the other side. He found an iron dragon vessel that was blocking the way and had to endure pain to remove it and win the challenge. As soon as he won, Tommy became a kung fu professional. His teacher was very proud of him. He then gives him an important message to him, asking him to give it to a teacher called Liang. He explained that he needed to clear his mind because the city is large and full of evil people. Shortly after, he arrived in the city, where he was disoriented because he spent his entire life in a martial arts school. But a man called him over, and Tommy showed him what Chang had given him. The man thought that Chang had sent Tommy to him, and so he took him with him. The man's name was Chang. He told Tommy that he was the person Tommy was looking for, and then Tommy gave him something and left. Tommy then went to a nearby restaurant, but a group of thugs was harassing Mai, the shop owner's daughter, and her brother John. Now, Mai starts beating them, but Tommy stops her and starts beating them using dragon style and beat them badly. The shop owner thanked Tommy for his help. In the next scene, Chang takes the letter and gives it to the Green Dragon's leader. When he reads it, he finds about Chang's prison. The next day, the martial arts school's teacher were shocked to learn that Chang had run away. Here, we know that the Green Dragon gang helped him and set him free, and it all happened because of the message that was conveyed to them. Now we come to know that Chang is the leader of the Green Dragons, and when he arrives in the city, he's the first to take revenge on those who helped Shaolin to imprison him. At night, criminals kidnapped Mai, and after that, her father and brother asked Tommy to help bring her back, and Tommy agreed. Along the way, they saw Chang fighting with martial arts school teachers. Chang had the skill to confront them, but they were outnumbered. Tommy asked John to distract the teachers, and he would help Chang to escape. John runs down like crazy, bouncing around. Chang runs with Tommy and disappears in the middle of the forest. Tommy helps Chang because he taught him how to do the dragon fist. Chang didn't know that Tommy was wicked. Now they think of spending the night in the house of an unknown man, but then a man passes by who was bald. Chang kills him, thinking he is a Shaolin master. Chang then kills their entire family and tells Tommy to leave. Now both Tommy and John look for Mai in the morning, but can't find her. They go to the restaurant, and Mai comes there too. She says the goons left her. At the restaurant, the ringleader of the Tiger Gang asks John about Tommy, but John refuses to tell him anything. So, a fight starts between them. But then Tommy goes and fights the ringleader. There's a long fight between the two of them. The ringleader eventually finds out Tommy is from Shaolin and leaves. At night, Tommy thinks about his father's death. The next morning, Tommy gives the letter he had received from the teacher to Liang. Now Liang tells him that Chang was his student at first, but then he betrayed and killed a teacher, so he was imprisoned. And after that, Liang retired because of this sadness, but Chang's prisoner perfected his lion's roar technique, and then he ran away, after which a Shaolin teacher came and told Liang that Chang had escaped and joined the Green Dragons. He had a new technique called Lion's Roar, and now he could attack Shaolin, but they couldn't fight him. The teacher tells him that Tommy is very capable and will learn quickly. Liang then gives him a secret book and tells him that he can become a wonderful Shaolin because this book has a very unique technique. After that, Liang dies and Tommy begins his training. A teacher comes to them and tells them that Chang is going to attack in the next 3 days. The Shaolin master tells Tommy that the future of Shaolin now depends on him. Tommy has mastered the lion technique and can kill Chang, and now Tommy agrees to help. Now they meet the Tiger King leader and tells him that he has been searching for Shevlin's killer for 10 years. Shevlin was actually Tommy's father, and he didn't know about it, but Chang suddenly appeared and started fighting with the leader of the Tiger Gang. In the middle of their fight, Tommy got in and started fighting too. Here's the surprise. Tommy finally speaks because his father was Shevlin, and Chang tells that he was the killer of Shevlin. Now Tommy tells Chang that it's time to take revenge on him, after which they start fighting, and the two fight like dragons. In the middle of the fight, Chang thugs come and fight Tommy, but Tommy also fights with great skill and kills them. Now Chang comes back in the field, and they start fighting again. Tommy uses all the techniques he has learned from Chang and knocks him out. But in the end, Tommy tells Chang that he still considers him his coach. Tommy says that if Chang returns to Shaolin, he will forget his revenge. Chang stops Tommy and says that he is a very bad man. Chang is actually acting. After that, he attacks Tommy again. This time, Tommy saves himself from his attack, but Chang is killed in this attack. And this is where the film ends. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe for more content like this, and hit the like button to help us. Also, comment if you want us to recap your favorite movie. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.